And now, WTMD proudly presents Virtual First Thursday.
Hey. Oh, okay. I'm coming in for that hug again. Yep. Oh, and I'm taking off the mask because it's virtual. Although you love that mask, don't you? Hi. It's so nice to be here with you again. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much to the WTMD members for making all of this possible. We're so happy to have you all here again for the last virtual First Thursday of 2020. Maybe the last virtual First Thursday ever. I guess we'll just have to knock on wood and wait and see. But, you know, I hosted the very first Thursday back in June. And if you'll recall, the weather was terrible. It was storming outside. And here we are again, bookending it with the September 1st Thursday and tornado warnings and just insane weather. So maybe it's best that we're all here tonight. And we've got a ton of great music coming for you. We've got Margo Price, Washed Out, music from Dawes, who will be headlining tonight, Kathleen Edwards, Outcalls, Jealous of the Birds, and so many more. Plus, a lot of local favorites making appearances tonight. And don't forget Couch Cam. Send us your photos. Let us know what you're eating. Let us know what you're drinking. You can send your Couch Cam photos to WTMD.org. I think I'm wrong on that. So I'll get you the correct address of where to send it exactly, because we love seeing what you're doing and how you're enjoying the virtual First Thursday. And now, okay, drum roll, because I have been teasing this all week on the air. A big announcement tonight, a live music event coming your way. That's right. You heard right. So, you know, last month that we commandeered a pirate ship and we went all around the Baltimore harbor. We had Rufus Roundtree and the Be More Brass Band out there with us. And we got to bring live music to over 1,000 socially distanced spectators. And we're bringing it back. I'm so excited. We're going to have two in October the 10th. It's a Saturday with Mark Hopkins and the Pretty War. And then October the 24th, Rufus is going to be joining us again. So October 10th, October 24th, we're taking the pirate ship out once again to bring live music to the harbors of Baltimore. We hope you can join us then. And here's a little taste of what you can expect.
You're thinking to yourself, I don't know this one, but don't worry, I'm gonna show you how it goes today. Whoa! Get up! Get up! It's about to go down. It's about to go down. I said, get up! Get up! Shake it down to the ground. Since you've been watching me, rock these shows across town. My people keep the peace, bring that murder way down. Say, get up, Y'all having a good time, Baltimore?
Hi everyone, Alex Courtright, Morning Show host of WTMD, here at Tsunami in Annapolis, Maryland to make you a drink. You know, there are some recipes that just never go out of fashion because they're always good and we love them, like Grandma's apple pie. It's the same thing with a good cocktail, whether it's the martini or the Sazerac, or in this case, the Manhattan. Now there's this great origin story of the Manhattan. I'm not sure it's true, but it has some credibility to it. We go back to the middle of the 1870s. Winston Churchill's mother, a socialite at the time, her name is Lady Randolph Churchill, is throwing this lush banquet at the Manhattan Club in honor of Samuel Tilden. Remember that name from U.S. history? Nobody does. He ran for president, lost, but we do remember the drink that was made in his honor that day, the Manhattan. It was an immediate hit. Everybody loves it. So let's get to it. It's a pretty simple cocktail. Bourbon or rye whiskey, a really good vermouth like this one, Carpana Antica formula, which has been around since like the late 18th century. Some bitters and a really good maraschino cherry, preferably a Luxardo. That's it. So we begin by grabbing a little bit of ice, just a touch, laying it in our glass, grabbing ourselves a delicious Luxardo cherry, and it's okay to get a little juice. It's really sweet, really, really flavorful, just delicious. Now we add our bourbon, 2 ounces of whatever bourbon you choose, or like I said, rye's great too. Rye is a terrific choice because it's got that pepperiness, you know, it makes it so nice. Kind of offsets the sweetness of the vermouth. In goes 1 ounce of sweet vermouth, a really good one, like I said, like this one. A couple dashes of your bitter, and that's it. Give it a nice stir. Doesn't need much, just to kind of introduce the flavors to each other. Hey, I'm bourbon. Hey, I'm vermouth. And it goes. That's it. Now you can add an orange twist perhaps, or throw in a cube if you want maybe a little bit more water. You're gonna work on that for a while. There's your Manhattan, folks. It's simple, refreshing, and delicious. Cheers.
Hello, WTMD. I'm Margo Price. I'm gonna play y'all a few songs from my new record, That's How Rumors Get Started. This is a song called Letting Me Down. School's done and you're gone. Thank you. Next up, I'm going to play the title track to my album, That's How Rumors Get Started. And I want to thank WTMD and everyone in Baltimore for keeping the music going. Thank you for playing my songs. It means a lot. The last song I'm going to do for y'all is a song called Prisoner of the Highway. And it's about traveling and all the things that you miss out on when you're traveling. Give anything to do it right now, but hopefully I'll be back to Baltimore soon. I grew where I was planted, but I never felt home. My head was filled with questions, and my feet, they longed to roam. My arms reached out like branches, but my heart just couldn't stay. I left the moment that I could, prisoner of highway. Drove through little towns, I found trouble in the city, babe. I never set my suitcase down. And in those empty alleys where retaining walls decay, I just kept moving, as a prisoner of highway. And the simple things I missed. Dear God, why do I wonder? Or was I born this way? Prayed He would release me as a prisoner of highway. And nothing lasts forever. Wheels, they were thin. I went down a one-way road, and baby, I went back again. Nothing lasts forever, but my heart just couldn't stay. I just kept moving as a prisoner of highway. Sacrificed my family, sacrifice true love, I sacrifice my unborn child to the heavens above. Oh, there was not a limit for those I would betray. Oh, I was deep down in it as a prisoner of highway.
Hi, I'm Britt, and this is Melissa. Together we are Outcalls band from Baltimore, Maryland. We've been receiving a lot of inquiries about what we're doing to stay healthy and happy at home. We wanted to share some of our tips with you. Limiting screen time has been a big theme in my household over these past several months. Oh, most certainly. Getting plenty of fluids is a must for me. So important. I have to remember to hydrate. We've also been taking several hikes and walks with our dogs. Above all, supporting Maryland businesses is a huge theme for us. It just feels good.
Ooh, you know what I could go for right now?
Fried Oreos.
Yeah, normally that would be the case, but I'm in the mood for a juicy Maryland watermelon.
Is Maryland doing those now?
What do you mean doing those, like growing fruit? Did you know that agriculture is the top commercial industry in the state of Maryland?
Whoa, impressive. I always thought Maryland was more of a blues rock and crabs kind of place.
Look, I see some watermelon over there.
Holy sh! It's Outcalls. How the heck are you? What are you doing down here? Oyster shucking? Well, I'm here shopping for Maryland watermelons. Hey, buddy, listen up. Watch out for this band. They are hot. The vocals are incredible, seamless, timeless, unbelievable.
We actually had plans for that watermelon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I've been in this music video before. No thank you. It's all yours. I love you. You are the best.
The Maryland Department of Agriculture is Maryland's best seafood and agriculture program.
The electronic queens of Baltimore, Britt and Melissa, Outcalls. Thanks for helping us out with that one, ladies. You also heard a woman I like to refer to as the queen of Nashville in there, Margo Price. Thank you so much for joining us. Margo Price has a new album out now. It's called That's How Rumors Get Started. And of course, Alex Courtwright in there making drinks. One of my friends texted me and was like, a PBR and lime will do, Alex. But no, I disagree. I like Alex's cocktails, especially when he's making them. So I love seeing your comments. It's so great to see all of your comments on the Facebook page. I really feel like we get to interact throughout the evening that way. But I need more couch cam photos. And I know I gave you the wrong address to start. So send us photos of what you're eating, what you're drinking, where you're watching, who you're watching with. And you can send those photos to couchcam@WTMD.org. We've got a lot more to get to this evening. Kathleen Edwards, Dawes, more drinks being made by Alex. Of course, your couch cam photos. Again, it's couchcam@WTMD.org. And if you want to make those kiss cam photos, I'm not against it. I'm looking forward to all of the photos. And I'm going to let Washed Out now take things away. AKA Ernest Green is washed out. He's got a new album called Purple Noon. And here he is.
Hey guys, I just want to say thanks to WTMD and their listeners for the support over the years. And I wish I could be there in person for first Thursday this summer. But here's a little taste of the new Washed Out live show. Thanks a lot.
Running my time.
Wow. Washed out. He's got some Sade vibes going. No, that was very chill. I saw where Wesley commented he thought it was a little more Tears for Fears sounding, but definitely super chill. His new album is Purple Noon. Thank you so much to Ernest Green, aka Washed Out, for joining us. We've still got a lot of great music to come. Jealous of the Birds, Caleb and Saleem, Kathleen Edwards, and of course, Dawes. But we're still looking for your couch cam photos. And I've had some requests for puppies. We know that a lot of people got new puppies during the pandemic. We know a lot of you just have family members that happen to be dogs, maybe cats. Go ahead, send us pictures of all your pets. We want to see them all. You can send them to couchcam@WTMD.org. And now we go live to WTMD music correspondent Ed Schrader.
Your name. It's a very funny name. And, and not in a pejorative sense. I think funny in a, kind of like let's celebrate and enjoy it together kind of way.
They come in, they see me, they say, Sting, why are you dissecting your fish? Well, they didn't call me Sting then, they called me Gordon. I said, Gordon, why are you dissecting your fish? It could have been the Gordon fisherman, right? And they were like, get a load of his sweater, black and yellow. Let's call him Sting, because of the stripes.
Sting!
I don't know why that day I decided to wear the sweater, but I did, whatever. I didn't think about it. And if it was a blue and white sweater, what would have my nickname been? Papa Smurf or something? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't really need to talk about the new album. That's the fun part.
Well, the people from Baltimore are going to be confused because I just spent the past 20 minutes talking about bumblebees and fish. I have a new album coming out, mate, and all they're going to know is about fish and bees. All right, goodbye. For f***'s sakes.
Son of a...
Hello, Baltimore. This is Kathleen Edwards. Me, this human is Kathleen Edwards. And they didn't let me come across the border to visit you in Baltimore. And I miss touring in the United States. But in the meantime, since I'm missing the First Thursday concerts, I am now offering up a little segment for the virtual First Thursday Festival. WTMD, hi, sending a big love to you guys, and thanks for including me, and we'll see you when we get to see you, and hopefully that's soon. Okay, see you, bye.
These people in my life come in and out like a kite, just bobbing like a breeze and a changing wind. That's just the way it is. The numbers never were my strength, and I we are our mother's age. All love is simple math. I don't care how old we get. I'm just wanting your wine and we're two together. I'm okay being friends forever. All love is simple math. I can be a total pain in the ass, but I'm just wanting your wine and we're two together. I'm okay being friends forever. When I go walking in my neighborhood, I wonder how I even got here. It seems so long since those Hamilton days and the first house we bought together. And the online street view used to crack me up. It was you standing in your slippers on the front porch with the Siamese cat, but it's not up there anymore. I will always be thankful for it. I was so lucky to be under your wing, but I think I went and outgrew. Now when I find myself looking back, I think of all the cool shit that happened. Like we had a tour bus with a bed in the back. We bought a rock and roll dream. It was total crap. Well, we toured the world and we played on TV. We met some of our heroes. It almost killed me, and I will always be thankful for it. And I will always be thankful for it. I guess some things we should have said, 'cause it was too late when we did. Like, you know, you changed too much. You didn't change. And I am so sorry for everything. For everything. But early days we were playing the horseshoe, and I was drinking too much whiskey. You always knew how to set me straight, even though I didn't want to hear it. And I will always be thankful for it. And I will always be thankful for it. And I will always be thankful for it. And picked you up on the other side of the river. Dogs and alcohol, they go so good together. You were so sweet immediately. Charm me with your skin and bones. You hop in the backseat. Here we go. Under the little catalpa tree is where I put you. With a rock that says your name that I made for you. And now my favorite thing to say is who rescued you? Who rescued you? Who rescued you? I picked up this habit I'm just trying to lose, cold courage in a glass that helps me keep up with you. 'Cause when we walk down the street, everybody would just stop and say, oh boy, aren't you just so sweet? And I felt that too. Tree is where I put you, with a rock that says your name that I have made for you. And now my favorite thing to say is who rescued you? Who rescued you? Who rescued you? Something keeping my options open. For 39 years I've been keeping my options open. Oh, I've been keeping for 39 years I've been keeping my options open.
All right, here we go. First Super City Zoom rehearsal. Let's see how it goes.
Yes. What do you guys want to work on first?
Well, we haven't played it in 2 months. Maybe we should start with an easy one.
Yeah, we can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, guys, this is hopeless. I think we need to cool off.
How are we gonna do that, Greg?
Let me give you all a splash. Oh.
Wow. Let's try again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Reyka, en guvie ávöxtur kartöflaprinsana.
Kathleen Edwards. Well, Super City. I mean, we had to bring that one back again. It was so good. But Kathleen Edwards, what a performance. Debbie commented on the Facebook page that listening to her set was like a sonic massage. Great way to describe it, Debbie. Her new album is the first in 8 years. So glad to have Kathleen Edwards back after a long hiatus. Her new album is Total Freedom, and it's out now. Thanks so much for joining us. Thanks to our WTMD members for keeping us on the airwaves during this pandemic and making programming like this possible. We really have fun doing these sorts of things and putting them together, and we hope you are enjoying it as much as we are. Thanks for sending in all those couch cam photos. We got a lot of pictures of dogs. We're going to get them up here in a few minutes. But I was just noticing so many of you listening from all over, from Centerville to Sacramento to Linthicum. And Alan and Sherry, welcome here for their first Thursday. This is a little bit different from how we usually do it, but we're having fun. We're glad to have you on board. So thanks for joining us. We're going to be playing Where's Alex soon. And yes, there is a prize involved. So we're going to check in on that in just a bit here. But first, about 10 years ago, we asked Baltimore Americana musician Caleb Stein and Baltimore rapper Saleem Higgins to collaborate and make 4 new songs together. We called it the Baltimore Music Project, and it was the beginning of a lifelong friendship between Caleb and Saleem. They recorded an album together, and they're now working on a second. Here they are on the virtual First Thursday.
I'm Saleem, and on behalf of Caleb, I want to say thanks to all of our fans for the love and support you've shown us throughout the years. We truly appreciate you. The 3 songs that you're going to see tonight come from a live performance we did a few weeks back at And Music. So I want to thank Henry for allowing us to share that footage with you. I also want to thank Sam Sessa and WTMD for inviting us onto this platform. We truly appreciate you all. I'm hopeful that our words resonate with you. And, you know, if you'd like to catch up with Caleb, you can check him out at calebstein.com. If you'd like to catch up with me, you can catch me on IG at I am Saleem Music. Ultimately, I hope you enjoy the performance and know that we are with you, and we look forward to sharing more music with you in the future. Take care.
If you're at home, feel free to clap, get up, dance, spin around, have fun, nobody's judging. Write a verse, copyright it in my mind, send the papers off, but the papers only hold the lines, hold the rhymes in my chest wall. Heartbeats according on to breathe life into the words spoke, but the quotes don't belong to us. What can't do is for the images, translating 3-dimensional into sentences. Only a chosen few are blessed with the privilege, counted as a blessing when you pencil in the period. Write a word, put a word in the atmosphere. Write a song, sing along to this bandolier. Pass it on, tell a friend, that's the life cycle. Words survive through your spirit, not the song title. You can't own it or control it, just set it free. Take it in your heart, learn the words, then set it free. Keep it in your memory. So when the author's gone, the art remains, the music will carry on. I made a song in my own image, sitting in the mirror trying to figure out how to put some soul in it. The soul's dented, it's an imperfect specimen. So I stopped writing and I just took the lesson and took myself out of the equation to pay homage to the spirits, inspiring the words that I'm saying. Melodies playing, but the chorus isn't written in. I leave it blank and let the hands of time fill it in. Listen, these ad words, man. We got the copyright. And the publishing. Write a verse, copyright it in my mind, send the papers off, but the papers only hold the lines, hold the rhymes in my chest wall. Heartbeats according on to breathe life into the words spoke, but the quotes don't belong to us. What can't do is for the images, translating 3-dimensional into sentences. Only a chosen few are blessed with the privilege, counted as a blessing when you pencil in the period. We call her Baltimore, the city of dreams, harbor skates, addicts and fiends, sugar factories and subway steam, where people embrace the craziest scenes. You see, I'm walking down Maryland Avenue, no destination, nowhere I'm trying to travel to. I stand still, taking in the scenery, trying to figure out exactly what the city means to me. Gave birth to hard hats and rugged boots, ripped jeans, white tees, sneakers, and business suits. Jazz notes embedded in the pavements. Rhythm of the traffic pattern is a statement of lost love, stories that's forgotten. Of steel mills where metal cranes were the watchmen. Shipping yards send kids to private school and then better. Pay with scholarships to get your college life together. It's a metropolis. It feels like a small town. A special place, a lot of people call it home now. You know, Caleb and I, we just call it Baltimore.
Lexington Market at 2 p.m. I'm waiting for the number 5 to roll in. I got $1 in my pocket and it's only Wednesday.
call her Baltimore, the city of dreams. Harborscapes, addicts and fiends, sugar factories and subway steam, with people in the craziest scenes. See, it's a walking contradiction of the mosaic placed in a landscape, of the prosaic of graffiti-covered buildings, factories and trash, historic districts with cobblestone paths representing a full spectrum of life, a starving artist next door to a war-torn veteran, thriving middle class and a working class who struggles, peepee Nunu homeless who wouldn't weather the bubble now. Will John Waters write a story about this? Artscape, Afram, Hunfest outfits. Watch it at the Hippodrome. Put your best sweater on. Camera lights flashing like an amber bright. Metronome, click-clack. Goes the Mark train over steel tracks. Take a trip out the city. This is what'll get you back. This is where the people at, where life moves rapidly, attracted to the spirit of the inner city fantasy. It's
Lexington Market at 2 p.m. I'm waiting for the number 5 to roll in. I got $1 in my pocket, and it's only Wednesday. It's Remington Avenue at 1 a.m. and I'm waiting for the last in line to roll in. I got $1 in my pocket, and it's only Wednesday.
Look, children teaching parents, cause it's apparent they don't know the rules of Wall Street, their feet stuck in the ghetto. They can't let go of the lesson city life taught them where souls get bartered and sold. The cold in the morning is the dawning of the ice age folk acting younger than do you like me? Check yes or no. Maybe wondering if people don't respect life or just don't understand it. The same people who try to make slavery seem romantic. I can't stand it, so I grab the pen, write candidly. Sometimes the God in my nature can't respect the man in me, so underhanded we keep stabbing our own. Learn guerrilla warfare in the jungles with the clones. My home outlined by skylines untouchable. CEOs peddle cigarettes and Lunchables, where the Huxtables moved up with the Jeffersons, forgetting good times and celebrating with our brethren too. Many settled in the land of dysfunction with cash and loose blacks, so they moved to hustling. Preacher man tussling between God and secular, praying to the sky gets a signal on the cellular. Can't sell a brother short, they caught up in reruns. A fight the power riots while they quiet their freedom. I just don't believe them. If this the second coming, why they still got a white Jesus repping for the young? And look, corporate companies are selling you stock that got the same value as the watch you cop that's hot up in the kitchen, where families make do with food unfit for a dog to nose through. Sister, we told you, you're a queen, get your crown please, but you've been conditioned through rape and gang lynches. I told you since the beginning of life, you're destined to become my wife. So listen to me, said it's hot in the winter, cold in the summer. I'm trying to find a utopia I can run to. Looking over yonder, I see blue skies, but the shuttle bus is passing me by. We lie in the belly of the beast, no floor, no peace, trying to eat scraps off basketball or rap. So can I get a hand clap for a revolution that don't need to come? We can't handle one, come on. Feel the pulse of the city when my heart's beating, breathing in the evils of the layman and the heathen, preaching revolution but believing something lesser. I never trusted the nature of man, taking the stands in aberration, wasting time placing righteous steps in lands where people die for respect. No, I mean people respect dying. I'm trying to make a living, but it's hard to respect life when soldiers killing children with smart bombs. We're so smart we can't respect God. We worship satellites and the stars they rest on. stand on the shoulders of people who died trying to read through scriptures, trying to figure out why brothers couldn't be saved, can't behave in the wicked system. It sees filled with the spirits of our children. Real cats building on how to make it over. I'm trying to remain sober in the land of the cobra who strikes through tax hikes on goods they don't consume. Poor diets got kids with low iron and wounds, low rotting through tombs. Outsiders call them slums, where the prospect of survival slim to none. We're living under a sun that's the same for everyone. Somehow it seems like it burns hotter where we from. Somehow it seems like guns hotter where we from. So cheap slugs backfire on cheap thugs, where cheap drugs get caught by people who stop by visiting the city long enough for a rock high. The resurrection will not be televised, cause Jesus getting interviewed and TV got TV lied. Said my demands were unreasonable. I asked for equality, but they gave me poverty. I'm about to get on some old bucket everybody I shoot first, but I never ask questions last to infinity. Making up the answer, that's the remedy. See, truth is relative, lying is the sedative. Look, they made us live in abandoned blocks where the meek stick up kids with props. Listen to me, said it's hot in the winter, it's cold in the summer. I'm trying to find a utopia I can run to. Looking over yonder, I see blue skies, but the shuttle bus is passing me by. We lie in the belly of the beast, no war, no peace. Trying to eat scraps off basketball or rap. So can I get a hand clap for a revolution that don't need to come? We can't handle one. It don't need to come. We can't handle one. It don't need to come. We can't handle one. It don't need to come. We can't handle one. It don't need to come. We can't handle one. It don't need to come. We can't handle one.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Saleem. Thank you, Kate. Love you, man.
Love you too. Pleasure.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hi everyone, Alex Courtwright for another edition of Where's Alex? Today in historic Annapolis, Maryland's capital. An opportunity for you to identify where I am or what I'm looking at to win another WTMD swag bag. Round one begins now. Hi, it's Alex Courtwright in Annapolis at this charming memorial to the 1976 book Roots, the Saga of an American Family, which, as I'm sure you know, was subsequently made into an epic miniseries of the same name, that year winning 9 Emmys, a Peabody, and a Golden Globe, and also giving many Americans their first look at what slavery was, and furthermore, the implications historically of slavery. In fact, it was on this very spot that Kunta Kinte arrived as a slave here in Annapolis in 1767. My question is, who is this guy? This is called Ego Alley. And for good reason. People with their fancy boats like to cruise up slowly and show off. It's a different kind of cruising here in Annapolis. This area was a historic port of call, in fact, the major one for the region for many, many years, until about the late 18th century, when Baltimore finally took over as the primary hub of commerce for the state of Maryland. What is this beautiful area called? I have not yet begun to fight. Beyond these walls is a beautiful crypt housing the remains of the father of the United States Navy. Interred here on the campus of the U.S. Naval Academy,
back in 1906 by President Theodore Roosevelt after his remains were lost to history. For more than a century, his remains were in an unmarked French grave. Little known fact, he was also the bass player for Led Zeppelin. Who am I looking for? This dome behind me is the largest and oldest of its kind in the country. It's made entirely of wood. It's a masterpiece of wooden joinery, like a giant jigsaw puzzle. Not one nail to be found. 140 steps to the top. Underneath the cupola is the building that once served as the capital of the United States. What's the building? Equal justice under law. This Baltimore icon has got not only an airport named for him, but many memorials, including a cool statue in downtown Baltimore. The one behind me was erected to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the landmark Brown versus Board of Education decision, of which he litigated. Now, unfortunately today, his statue isn't there. They're doing some renovation here at Lawyers Mall, but I have a suspicion you know who I'm talking about. He argued several cases before the highest bench of the land before himself becoming the very first African American to be seated on the Supreme Court. Who am I talking about?
I'm Rodney Henry, pie man and rock and roller, and today I've been baking pies all day long. Normally I'm not a big beer drinker, but after a hot day in the kitchen, baking copious amounts of pies right here at Dangerously Delicious HQ, I like to get myself into an early light lager from Monument Brewing Company. I'll set my pie right down, and I crack this sucker. That's a fine beer. Early light lager, Monument City Brewing Company. Peace.
Hi, we are Outcalls from Baltimore, Maryland, and we're so excited to be performing for WTMD's virtual First Thursday. Woo! That's all I got. This is a brand new song. It's called Vitamin D, because you need some during this time. Stay healthy.
She said she saw
Hey, congratulations to Anna Dans, our winner of the Where's Alex contest. She correctly answered Alex Haley, City Dock, John Paul Jones, Maryland State House, and Thurgood Marshall. Way to go, Anna. You are now the proud owner of a WTMD swag bag, which, if you're lucky, may include this new sweatshirt with the retro logo. I love mine. Love it. Oh, man, I wish I could be with all of you right now, but thanks so much for joining us. You know, one thing that I've noticed is so many aspects of our lives have come to a grinding halt during this pandemic, but not music. There is new music being made constantly and constantly throughout this entire pandemic. We've been so lucky to continue to get new music, and it's fresh and it's relevant and it's distracting and it's entertaining, and we're just really glad that we get to share it with you. So thanks for hanging out with us and checking out some new music tonight. Caleb and Saleem, wow, just incredible. Can't wait for the second album from those guys. And Outcalls, please, with that pandemic song, definitely one of the funniest pandemic related songs to come out of the Baltimore music scene. They're in first place with that one so far. We've still got a lot to come tonight. We are still looking forward to seeing Dawes a little bit later, as well as Jealous of the Birds. And you have been sending in your couch cam photos, letting us know what you're up to tonight. And so let's throw it to you.
Hello again, it's Alex Courtwright at Tsunami on West Street in Annapolis, and it's time to make you another cocktail. So I thought about a tequila beverage, and of course margarita is the first thing that comes to mind typically, but then I thought, well, how about margarita's little sister, Paloma? Paloma is a delicious cocktail. They say the dog days of summer are over, but it's still hot, and it's going to be balmy for some time. This is a great summer drink. Let us begin, shall we? First, lime. I'm just going to gently touch this glass with a bit of salt. I don't typically take salt with my margaritas, for example. I'm just gonna put a little on there. My wife loves it, and without it, she wouldn't even drink it, so I can't mess with that. What we're looking for is about a tablespoon of fresh lime juice, like with the margarita. That's about a half a lime. So what we do is we give this a good squeeze, put it into our mixer, our lovely glass mixer here. And that's about good, that's about right. There we go. And instead of orange, you know, with the margarita, you're going for a sweet orange liqueur. We're not doing that. We're going grapefruit. A lot of people use grapefruit soda. That's fine, but I prefer fresh juice. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 2 ounces of fresh grapefruit juice. Yum. Very few things as fresh as that. We go with our tequila next. A couple of ounces of tequila, preferably a white tequila. Although if it's aged, that's fine too. And then some kind of sweetener. I was thinking about maybe maple syrup. I'm not crazy about simple syrup. I'm not crazy about straight up refined sugar. Agave is a nice choice too, and it kind of keeps it together thematically, right? We're talking about Mexico here after all. So let's just get just 1 ounce of that, just to add a hint of sweetness to the whole thing. And folks, that is pretty much it. We're just gonna give that a nice stir. I have a pretty spoon I could use, but we don't really need to. Could throw a little bit of ice in there, but I think I'm not going to. I'm just going to throw a little bit of ice into our glass here, and then load it up, and that is it. You know what? I think that could use a lime road, just because we're into the aesthetic characteristic as well. There it is, the Paloma. Cheers, happy summer. That's nice.
Hi guys, I'm Naomi from Jealous of the Birds, and I'm here to do a virtual First Thursday session with WTMD. Yeah, I just want to thank the guys at WTMD for all their support in playing my music and having me and the band over in Baltimore to play. I think we did their Live on the Block show back in, I think it was like September, October time last year. And that was really fun. There's so many people turned out for that, and it was just great getting to meet a bunch of the listeners of the station, which was really nice. And then we played back last summer. We did a show for WTMD listeners at their station in Baltimore, which is really nice. Yeah, the guys there are so lovely. So I'm stoked to be here in my little home studio in Belfast. It's pouring rain outside, so yeah, I'm gonna keep it cozy. The first song I want to play for you guys is called Ode to Fire. Ride the 28 up through Old Town. Cherry trees cast their blossoms down. I should want for nothing at all, but dogs of longing come when I call. Here again, this grit in my eye, stagnant pool all covered with flies. See the woman dressed up in white, cast her sickle into the night. What is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you, what is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you. Charcoal sketches, lemongrass tea, paper boats I carried to sea. Memory folds itself on desire. I am ice but married to fire. What is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you, what is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you, what is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warmth? What is truth? If I can't have an effect on you, what is rest? What is rest? If I cannot sleep next to you, what is warm? What is true? If I can't have an effect on you. Sweet. Let me load up on more coffee. The next song that I'd like to play for you guys is the latest one that we've released as a single for my upcoming album Peninsula. It comes out on September 18th. And this is another song that I wrote in Lisbon in Portugal. And it's really just kind of trying to bring yourself out of a period of despair and a period of just having a dry spell with writing and creativity and kind of what you want to do. And so the song kind of focuses on paying attention to all the little images and experiences that you have in your daily life and marveling at the kind of miracle that they even exist in the first place. And for me, that's super grounding and kind of brought me out of that time, really just trying to see the sanctity in things. When did I become blasé about the crocuses? My body's here to work, I'm not on holiday. The sight of colonnades, the sun that cobbles kids, running on the beach and their goggles. Oh, honey, don't you think it all seems so improbable, improbable? Lately I haven't had the heart to thread the needle. I'm discontent with half the words it's on my easel. How can I manifest the truth with light and water? Man, it's all been done before, why even bother? Oh, honey, don't you think it all seems so improbable, improbable? Something holy in cathedral bells, the red tower roofs, the seagulls cry. Something holy in the writer's page, a stranger's smile, a friend's embrace. When did I stop hearing symphonies and people's voices, or forget that I'm the only one who makes my choices? I laid out in the sand and didn't move for hours, dreamt of saints and thorns amid the flowers. Oh, honey, don't you think it all seems so improbable, improbable? Something holy in cathedral bells, the red tower roofs, the seagulls cry. Something holy in the writer's page, a stranger's smile, a friend's embrace. Something holy in the sun-swept brow, a fishing boat, a photo song. Something holy in the breeze that blows, the almond tree, a purple shade. Ba-da-ba, da-la-da-la-da-la-da, da-da-ba, da-la-da-la-da-la-da, da-la-da-la-da-la-da, da-da-ba, da-la-da-la-da-la.
I've got a different guitar here for the next song I'm going to be playing. This one's called Epistle. And it's really just about thinking about your life with another person and how they kind of run parallel. And really looking forward to that. So here it is.
Your heart's set astray now, a hidden call of kookaburra, and gum nuts from the eucalyptus, things that I have yet to witness. What you are cannot be bound into leather works of fiction, woven into silken tapestries, like the one you showed me bashfully. I know wherever we go, there'll be joy in the flow of the river, of the river. I can smell the scent of lavender in the fields of southern France. Sandstone bricks are warmed at midday. You've never looked at me quite that way. I collect what I have seen, so the world becomes a shrine. All I have is offered to you, and what is yours so shall be mine. I know wherever we go, there'll be joy in the flow of the river.
Thank you so much. I hope you're doing good. I've been Naomi from Jealous of the Birds. Catch you soon. Much love.
Awesome. Jealous of the Birds from Belfast. And yes, she was absolutely correct. They were here for the October block party last year, right around this time, just a month out. And it was kind of like an overcast, kind of a weird, crummy weather day, but we still had a ton of people come out. But I bet a bunch of people didn't come because of the weather. And I bet if they could go back and do it again, knowing what they know now, they would all be there. Jealous of the Birds. We're so grateful to all of the bands that have joined us tonight, all of the artists who have given us their time this evening. Kathleen Edwards, Margo Price, Outcalls, Caleb and Saleem, Washed Out. And of course, we still have Dawes to come, but we gotta go back and retry those couch cam photos again because we got stuck. And we did get stuck on a very dedicated volunteer, Kevin. Hey, Kevin, thanks for watching. But we're going to give this a shot one more time so you can see what everybody's doing while they're hanging out, watching WTMD's Virtual First Thursday, just like you.
I just asked my folks not to pay my rent, but I still feel like a kid. I finally learned what NASDAQ meant, but I still feel like a kid. My whole week's booked with dinner plans, but I still feel like a kid. I'm about to be a married man, but I still feel like a kid. Still feel like a kid. Still feel like a kid. I can't stay up past midnight anymore, but I still feel like a kid. There's always part of me that's a little sore, but I still feel like a kid. I got dreams of coaching Little League, but I still feel like a kid. And I bet the day that I turn 63, I will still feel like a kid. In fact, I spent my whole life battling till I learned to let it go. That was back when I knew everything. Just a few short years ago. I love dancing through a grocery store. Makes me still feel like a kid. I go 3 times round a revolving door. Makes me still feel like a kid. I love the music from the ice cream man. Makes me still feel like a kid. I am a singer in a rock and roll band, 'cause I still feel like a kid. 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 Cherry gum would cover up the cigarettes we smoked. The 7-Up would balance out the beer. Mom would make us dinner and we'd all try not to choke. Dad was working later every year. We count the trucks on Highway 1 on their way to Jacksonville, wondering where they headed on from there. My brothers and my sister all stood spiritually still, as if those roads became the answer to their prayers. But I didn't want it any other way. This town was the one thing that felt right. All these tourists could be kings during the day, but not in St. Augustine at night. started working at the bait shack, supplying all the fishing tours. Pretty soon I was chartering a boat. My dad said I needed dumb luck and a secret stash, of course, if I stood a chance at keeping things afloat. I swear my girlfriend told me there's a baby on the way, and I need to know you're gonna go to bed. Well, I never put off till tomorrow the things I should have done today. No, I've always waited way longer than that. I have never had much say in how I felt. I've been guided by my barroom appetites. So if this world belongs to everybody else, just leave me St. Augustine at night. The Lord must really love us common folk, 'cause he made so goddamn much. Now if he'd just point the way to go, if he could just start speaking up. Our oldest brother left this world for leading one too many lives. I guess he settled for none at all. The rest of us just grew apart and blamed our husbands and our wives. When anyone was asked why we don't call, life became a series of birthdays, cars, and pets. Just anything to look forward to. I don't talk about mistakes, I don't talk about regrets. At this point I'm not sure what good it would do. But I'm not asking for anybody's help as I gaze out where the stars dance with the lights. If I'm not sure how I feel about myself, I still got St. Augustine at night. Oh, I still got St. Augustine at night. Who do you think you're talking to? Is it the man that was here before me? The one that wrecked your heart and walked? If it is, then I'll let you talk. It's clear that's something you're still working through. But who do you think you're talking to? Where do you think you are right now? Is there a reason you're still digging up the past? Because you haven't touched your drink, and you haven't stopped to think
if that holds you back from anyone that cares for you. Who do you think you're talking to? What do you want me to say to this? Frankly, I think we would be remiss if we don't remind ourselves to share the painful memories too. So baby, tell me who. Do you need to be alone? Can you find your own ride home? And is that still a house that you can't bear to leave? Does his coat hang in the hall? Are his pictures on the wall? And is there one of us you're trying to deceive? Oh babe, the trains will all stop running soon, and I don't know how long it's been since you walked away. And after all I said so far, the tender of this bar says the only people left here, man, are me and you. So buddy, who do you think you're talking to? What do you want me to say to this? Frankly, I think we would be remiss if we don't remind ourselves to share the painful memories too. So baby, tell me who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Oh, who do you think you're talking to?
Wow. Man, Taylor Goldsmith does not disappoint. That man is an incredible songwriter and lyricist. And I am so looking forward to the new album, which is entitled Good Luck with Whatever. And it's out October the 2nd. I'll give you a little fun fact here, too, about the band. So Taylor's brother, Griffin, plays drums in Dawes. And those two, their dad was in a band that was pretty popular in the 70s called the Sweat Hogs. And I believe that that is a reference to Welcome Back, Kotter. Now you know. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We had so much fun doing these virtual First Thursdays. You know, we knew if we couldn't do it at Canton Waterfront Park, we wanted to make it happen somehow. And it is because of WTMD members that we were able to do this at all. So we really, truly are so grateful for you and your continued support of the station and your generosity and for keeping us on the airwaves, man. Thanks so much. And thanks to all of the artists that joined us tonight. If you missed anybody, Outcalls, Margo Price, Washed Out, and you want to, or maybe you just have a favorite, Caleb and Saleem, Outcalls, you want to go back and watch it, you can. You can go back and watch it on the WTMD Facebook page anytime. You can watch any of the previous virtual First Thursdays, and you can even watch that first one from back in June on YouTube. So let your friends that don't have Facebook know all about it. But once again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We had an incredible time. It was a great first Thursday season with a lot of rain. So maybe it was better that we did it virtually. However, we're still knocking on wood that we're back at Canton Waterfront Park next year. And also, don't forget, we are still bringing you some live music events in October. That's right. Pirate Radio is coming to a Baltimore harbor near you, so you can get out and see some live music. Saturday, October 10th with Mark Hopkins and the Pretty War, and then October 24th with Rufus Roundtree. You can get all the details at WTMD.org. Have a great night. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.